I'm going to present some pedagogical research. This research is done at ISTIA. It's an Institute of Technology and Engineering School in the Basque Country in France. And it's mainly to enhance the quality of the dual education. So I will go through an very normal research design. So first I will talk about the problem, how we are going to address it, show some results, and analyze the results. First of all, dual education has become more and more popular, and with dual education we have always the possibility of e-learning to reduce student mobility if possible. And when we talk about e-learning, we are talking about presenting information in digital way. So the importance of posters and how do we present them, how do we present information is very important in the next phase of the development of education. So in simple words, the research is asking two questions in very simple words. What is the best design for posters? Is it circular? Is it rectangular? Or we just go to the PDF? And the second question is about color. Does color has effect on the visibility and readability of the posters or not? So this is the two questions in very simple words, no scientific complexity. And now I will dive a little bit deeper to show you how we decided to address this question. So in Estia we have a language department and we have students who are learning languages. So dual student. So we choose 15 dual students who are registered in the Arabic course, and we presented them with 3 types of posters who addressing the same question, the same problem. As you can see, we have circular poster, we have rectangular, and the circular one, we presented them with color and non-color, so we can always compare. And you can see in the below image, one of the students, she put the glasses, so we can follow the eye. So we can see how the student is looking in the poster to see the less tiring poster, the less eye movement, so we can decide based on that. So this is why we call it eye tracking, because we track the movement of the eye. As you can see, we chose 15 students and we divided them into 3 groups. 5 students worked on the circular design, colored. 5 students on the tubular design, and 5 students on the circular design, not colored. And we did 2 main tests for all the students. The one is with the graphic design and the other one is with the PDF. So all the 15 students did the PDF design, and each 5 of them work on specific graphic design. The idea is we ask them 6 questions, 3 on the design and 3 on the PDF. Normally it took around 20 to 30 minutes to do all the tests, and we did this test with all the 15 students. We have 3 hypotheses to test. The first hypothesis is that the graphic enhances the answer speed. So this is the first hypothesis. It's the relationship between the shape and the speed. The second hypothesis is working about the color. So we said, we assume that the color will enhance the speed of the answer. And the third hypothesis is about the validity, the correct answers. Does color enhance the correct answer? So we have these 3 hypotheses. I will not show all the results we have because it's very long, like we have a lot of data, so I will just talk fast about each hypothesis, and there will be a report later. I can share it with you if you are interested. So, for example, if we talk about the shape and the speed, here you can see I am showing question 1, question 2, question 3, and I show the average time every time we ask questions, the average time for 5 students. And what we can see here, I colored that in red. What we can see is the time is in the upper part, and the distance, the eye do it in the second part. And what we can, this is really interesting, that we can see that the red part is going always down. This means that when students are familiar with the graphic, the red is for the tabular, or is for the tabular design. So when students are familiar with the graphic, this reduce the time needed and the distance needed, even if we continue asking the question. And this is only for the table. So if you see the other 2 questions, we have the circle and we have the PDF. They are not following this pattern. So for the table, the students are gaining, when they get familiar with the graph, with the design, they move the eye for the shorter distance, and they need lesser time. So this is something we find in the first hypothesis, that more familiarity, meaning better performance for the table design. Now for the color effect, and here I show you 2 different pattern or strategies students use. So you can see we have the colored circle and we have the non-colored circle. Above you can see the radial strategy. The radial strategy means students start from the center and they go to the perimeter. So this is one strategy we noticed. And the second strategy is called the peripheral strategy. And the peripheral strategy is when students start making circles in the circle, around the circle. And we see that when we add color, because color aid to orient students tend to use the radial strategy. If we take a look to all the results we have, we can confirm that color make faster answers and shorter distance. So color makes the eye less tiring. But this is not related to the third question, because in the third question we asked, is the answers are enhancing? Like you are doing the answers fast, but are the answers correct? And we found that color does not have an effect on the validity of the answers. So here you can see, here we put all the results. So we have the colored circle, the non-colored, the table, the PDF, and we have the average for all. And we can see that the average for all the graphical tests are 59%. So it's like 60% of correct answers. And we asked the students to do a written test. There is no graphic, and they got the same result. So we can tell that graphics or colors can enhance the speed, so you can find the answer faster, but it does not enhance the validity of the answer. So you'll always have the same note or the same mark at the end, but you'll just have it faster. This is the research we did. What we are going to do in the next phase, because we have not finished yet. What we did is we did a test with only 15 students, and we noticed that sometimes some students have like some problem understanding the question or even understanding the graphic design, and with only 5 students in each group, we can have very extreme results, because if one student took like 2 minutes to find the answer, and then we calculate the average, this will affect the average. So one recommendation or one thing we are going to do later is we are going to maximize the number of the students to reduce the effect of extreme values. The second thing we are going to do, we did not study the colored table. We study only circle, colored, non-colored, and the table non-colored. So we are going to introduce the colored table to see how it works. And we will have a list of, I did not present it here, but it's output of the project, of the research we are doing. We have a recommendation for designing the graphics, so how we can design the graphics that is less tiring for the eye and for the student. We have a list of that, and we are going to publish that soon. This is my presentation. I hope it's clear, and I'm happy to answer you if you have any questions.
Thank you very much for this.